Hello, you guys. It's your girl XOXO Lisi here. Historian by day, cosmetologist by trade, and that one Texas chick with high standards and faith. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back to my channel.
It's my season. I can feel it in my chest. Everything I lost, I'm getting back, but better less stress. I ain't forced.
Yeah, so I am sitting in the hair area right now. I do plan on plan on nothing. This is where we're at. I want to do my hair with you guys, but the dilemma is I gotta comb this out, and the time currently is, you see what time it is? You gotta go to work in the morning? I'm just kidding. I don't got a job. Yes. So there's nothing for me to do in the morning but this. So yeah, I'm gonna fill up. I think I've already took out a water bottle. I'm in the hair area right now. Like I said, I already showed you I'm in the hair area right now. I'm gonna go inside to my room because this little fan, baby, she not doing enough. She not even doing nothing. She doing something, but I do have a long sleeve on. I did that to myself, specifically for the bugs in the garage, because they do be a little bitey. Anyways, we're gonna fill this up with water and conditioner, and we're gonna detangle and get all these little dirt knots, because I had braids and I used gel. My hair is not that dirty. Yeah, it's the product, partially. And then yeah, take those knots out, and then after the knots, this is the color that I plan on using. I might block this color out simply because you might see what it looks like in my hair. So this is what we're gonna use. So yeah, always when you're doing hair, if you don't know where to start, when you're doing hair, always start in your 4 sections. And y'all have a really weird view right now because mind your business. I hate when I have to try to over explain things. So we're gonna do 4 sections. Does it have to be super clean? No, but because I have parted my hair for the past, at this point, 12 years. I've been doing my hair for the past 10 years, and then due to that, I already have basically a saved part in my head for the rest of my life. And then also, I'm just very used to doing my own hair, so most times I don't even have to look at my hair when I do it. I just feel for that natural part line, or feeling for the part line from the braids when I already have them sectioned out. You feel? Because like I said, I just took them bad boys out. I didn't do nothing but undo some braids. So we're always going to start in 4 sections. Okay, so I have yet to finish parting my hair, but I realized that there are some things that you're going to need for this first part of styling and this first part of doing your hair. If you don't see me using these things and you haven't been doing hair for you haven't been necessarily doing hair for practicing doing hair for over a year or 2, I suggest you don't do as I do. Okay, do only as I be saying, because I'm gonna tell you the actual things to do. I'm gonna do me simply because I'm grown. But since I turned 22 and finally crossed over, I'm definitely out my teens, I've been grown ever since. But okay, before I'm gonna do this last, and we're gonna look like the girl from the Polar Express for a little bit. We're gonna look like her for a little bit, and then we're gonna get into the getting. You feel? I know you feel. You gotta feel. You must. You shall. Only thing you can do is, okay, never mind. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna start off with this. The one thing that I do not have in this room right now that is very, very important for this first part of styling, and when I mean this first part of styling, I mean the things that we're gonna get done tonight. Gloves. Gloves are extremely important, and even like right now as I'm about to like start doing my hair, gloves are really, really important, especially for your hands and for your cuticles. My cuticles are horrible. I have been doing a lot of hair since I don't know when. If I say I'm 22, I've been doing hair for 10 years, so since I've been 12. Even before then, because it goes back to 5th grade, 4th, 5th grade. So the cuticles are torn up alongside with other things. Gloves also, because I have done hair. I have done chemical service with no gloves before, thinking that I'm grown and I can do what I want to do. And my hands have never regained their moisture or their its texture. Okay, hands be turning rough. They be getting dried out. So gloves for sure. The other things you might need, I'm gonna go by this list quickly because right now on while I'm detangling, I'm gonna start a K-drama, and it's called Cash Hero. And then after I detangle and color, then I'm gonna make the decision if I want to go to IHOP or not, because I'm not gonna short myself. If I want to give myself an IHOP experience before I go to bed and wake up in the morning to wake up to some IHOP, I'm gonna do that. Anyways, you're gonna need a bowl. Ooh. You're gonna need a spatula, a brush. Spatula's crazy. A brush, a coloring brush. Ooh. I have way more. And my thing with like these and like combs and clips, I lose them just to find them. I lose them to buy more just to find everything that I lost. So I have just like so many. Mira, you're gonna need shampoo and conditioner. I'm not necessarily showing these brands because I'm still trying this brand out, and this is a clarifying shampoo. You will need a clarifying shampoo in general. Everybody needs a good clarifying shampoo, but don't use that clarifying shampoo all the time. That's why your hair not growing. It's dry and it's breaking off. Okay, you're gonna need your color. Woohoo, woohoo. You're going to also need, I don't know if I already showed you, I think I already did, but your water bottle. We're going to detangle with this water bottle and a little bit of this conditioner. You're going to need 10, mira, 10 on, we're doing virgin hair. Very important. Very, very, very important. Mucho importante. Mucho, let me stop playing. 10 on virgin hair. I have made this mistake as a licensed cosmetologist. Don't you be going to go pick up that 30 nor that 40. Bookie. Stay in that 10 and that 20 as you're trying out color. Move up to the 30 if you actually have a problem situation. But don't you be picking up that 30 for real. Don't pick up that 30 for real. 10 with the right dye, and I'm gonna show you this one. Because sometimes, you know, each brand has like a specific lightener, a developer, and the powder. They have the brand, the bleach, and the developer. They have them separately. They have them, but this one, this is Claro. This brand I'm talking about, even with the 10 developer, it will lift you 7 shades. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, so 10 developer. This is the one that you want to be like, okay, do I want to get this one or that one, because it's the strength in it. You feel me? You're going to also need, hold on, I've been using it, a comb. Don't look too close. You're gonna need a comb. And then lastly, the thing that I lose all the time, so I basically don't end up even using them. You feel? These bad boys. These bad boys. I'm talking about lose them. Lose them. Gone. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, it's in my hair. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, it's on my shirts. But yes, I am fenced to. And that's my thing. I be too paranoid about a bug. I'm ready to like decapitate myself. I'm ready to cut my own head off because I think a bug is on my neck. I'm ready to. Lord have mercy, starting the car. Okay, y'all. So I ain't gonna lie. I'm finna go to IHOP with some dye on my hair. So this is what we're gonna do. I just thought about it because free will. So what we're look at this. See, one. You fold that bad boy over, then you tuck, and then you pat, and then you see you have a shape. Now back in the 60s, could have took your man. What? Especially with that paper bag. What? Taking that man. Anyways, that's not what I came on here to say. So now, y'all, we're finna get into the nits and the grits of this whole entire operation. I am a wee bit tired. So that's why I am rewarding myself with coffee and IHOP. You feel me? Don't let me get the hype off some coffee. I don't, and that's the thing that I gotta get my mind used to. I don't have to go to work in the morning, so I can get some coffee. You feel me? Be hyped up off some coffee and do my hair. Like, I'm gonna pay some bills, but I praise God that I don't have to like pay bills. You feel me? Like, just smelling the roses. Like, I challenge myself to do that, but yeah, y'all. Let's get this stuff mixed in. I'm really finna put some gloves. I'm finna put some. I'm finna, y'all. It's finna be so ghetto, and that's what I said. Do as I say and not as I do. So what you're gonna do is on a solid surface. Maybe not in your garage either, because you want to be like in a cooler area if possible, because heat does speed up the process. You feel me? Especially on your scalp. So if you're in your garage, maybe do a little less away from your scalp, or if you're styling your garage and you don't have an AC, maybe do an inch away from the scalp, especially if you're in virgin hair. Because what I've learned is them hot roots, baby, hot roots. I be hot. They look cute, but then they be like, hold on, that don't look right. You feel me? I don't understand. But you feel me? Hold on. In my business, don't do that. But okay. Let's do some mixing. So what you're gonna do first is put on gloves. You're gonna get your color. You're gonna pour that bad boy out in the tube. You're gonna read the box, and you're gonna do what the box says. So now we're gonna read the box together. Wear suitable disposable gloves. Measure 2.5 fluid ounces of 30 volume developer into plastic applicator bottle. If the client hair is relaxed, use 20 developer. Because we're doing virgin hair and I don't want that much of a lift, I want it just to be natural and subtle. And what I've seen the 10 do so far is a lot. Baby, it's gonna be in my hair for real. So we're just gonna do 10. I know what I'm working with. Okay, baby. And I know the state of my hair. My hair is thin. My hair is fine. Okay. I know you can see your future through my hair. You feel me? So I don't need to use, and that's why I said put that 30 down. 30 is gonna get you even, but if you do 20 right, 20 is gonna get you. If they want bright, then chica, then go 30. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Family Dollar, go get that box diamond. Go get that crimination. Don't even test yourself. Don't even try it like that. If you're just starting out doing hair, don't play in your client's hair. I played because I was licensed, and I still ended up making it look good, okay? Don't you go in there and play in people's hair and get confused. Go get that box. Okay, but let's mix. Okay. So now that we have this little concoction made, I'm not gonna lie to you, I am too lazy to go get gloves. Okay, so while I'm doing my hair, and this is the bag that I got. So while I'm doing my hair, I'm gonna go over the 5 reasons, right? So I was thinking to myself earlier today, just like a lot of women, we're kind of trained to idolize like men, relationships, you know, marriage, kids, you know, that domestic life. And part of that is the cultural domesticity. I feel like it's strongly, but no, we're never gonna put them on that. Not everything is that. Not everything is that, and that's the issue. Sometimes it be over exaggeration. But the one thing that I feel like I have since I was a kid, and since I was like able to like conceptualize like boy and girl. You feel me? Like ever since it was like boy and girl, it has always been, oh, he cute, he think I'm cute, I like him, you know, it's always been that. And for some people, for some kids, like they don't get that until like middle school. Like, oh, I get my first crush in middle school. Baby, I was out the room looking at the doctor. Ooh, you're cute. You need my husband. You feel me? Like, it's sad. It's I'm joking, but it's true. And that truly is down the truth. And by living by myself, and like even in like after my first like actual relationship, you know, fresh out of ending of high school, you know, freshman year of college, and what that did to me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, it did a lot. You feel me? It did a lot. And so it literally took me like 2 years to like, I feel like fully, and not even 2, like 3, to fully feel like, okay, I am done good off of this person. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm just built a little differently. Sometimes some people can bounce back and go to the next. Shout out to y'all. I tried that, and I've tried a lot of the things, and it just never worked out for me. And what I've also noticed that like I have tried a lot of, so boom, that was that relationship, and then I put men on the back burner. I was okay, I'm not gonna date. And so I didn't date, and I was very intentional about finding myself, and I did find myself in those 2 years. But then in that 3rd year, which is basically this year, in me like opening myself up to be like, okay, I am gonna date. First of all, pause. All of this, me choosing what I'm gonna do, is crazy, because then I actually pray and say, Lord, am I ready to date? No, you feel me? But I was like, yeah, I'm ready to get down, and I got myself. And I praise God that the situation, I realized today that the root of that situation was a lot like basically the same root of my first relationship, meaning like why I got into it, the characteristics and stuff like that were a lot alike. And so I was kind of easy that's accountability on me, but then I was able to kind of snap out of it a lot quicker. But then all that leading to this moment, me realizing, let me hurry up and work, because I'm also hungry. Me realizing, because what did I actually eat today? What did you eat today? Oh, what did you eat today? But 5 reasons I don't have a man. Let's just get to the nitty gritty because I keep over explaining stuff. So we're gonna go with reason 1. Like I already said it, but reason number 1, I have idealized men or relationships, marriage, just like every other woman in America. You feel me? I am no different than you, Karen, Susan, Keisha, Kiki, Deborah, Nasha, Raya, Nikita, Luis. I'm no Lichin. Baby, I'm no different than you. I am no different than you. I love the idea of a man down. And not even the idea of a man down, like I love the idea of being happy in a relationship and being domestic down. You know, the American dream. Okay, let's do 3 sections. Okay, like I said, you guys, you will be working with gloves. I'm going off of vibe and a good time. So if you're willing to vibe with me, we're talking. I'm gonna keep a finger, basically I'm gonna hold my hair like this. I'm gonna hold my hair in a fist. A finger of this, I am painting down, maybe a finger and a half down. Not painting, coloring, but painting with the brush, a finger and a half down. So as I'm holding, I know exactly where this dye is going because my hand is covering everything else. You feel me? But yeah, I just have always put men on this pedestal. Not men, marriage. This idea of marriage on this pedestal, right? So much so that, you know, you get caught up in the idea of marriage so much so that you just want to find whoever eligible. The eligible bachelor is who you go to, and then finding just the eligible bachelor whoever's single. Sometimes he don't be single, sometimes he come with a lot of baggage, sometimes he hate his mama, sometimes it's a lot of stuff that be coming with that when you're just so quick to find this thing for this pedestal. And sometimes the pedestal be hard, and the one thing I love and I praise God for is that in my YouTube era, at a certain age, I was like a all-deaf digital girly. And so being an all-deaf digital girly, I was introduced to Kev on stage. And being introduced to Kev on stage, I was then introduced to, I think, like the Love Hour for his wife, Marriage Be Hard. What's another thing they do? They did Bald and the Beautiful or something like that. With their wives, and basically just talked about their relationships. And so like at a young age, like I was like, okay, this is what it's gonna take. At this point, we're using our hands and we don't care. So like at a young age, I knew like, okay, this is what it's gonna take, and I feel like I'm ready, and I feel like I'm down for it. So just needed to slow myself down, but like sometimes my brain be going so fast, and I'm so sorry, I'm an overthinker. I'm trying to break that, but my brain be moving so fast that like sometimes I've been thinking like, oh, he cute, he my husband. And I feel like that is also the curse of the church girl. Oh, he cute, he my husband. Girl, nah, he not your husband. He is not. Listen, not your husband. Not your husband. Okay, and the second point is basically piggybacking off that first point. My life has been centered mostly around relationships, and I'm not gonna lie to you, and that's the truth for a lot of young girls out there. We're just not saying it. We're not saying it out loud, or we're not saying it until we get grown like I am. But no, our whole life be, does he think I'm cute? Will they think I'm cute? Will anybody in this room, or it'll just be me in general, some people might not be thinking about boys, but like I said, my epiphany, my eyes about boys, they were open at a young age. Like the realization of cute, it was open at a young age. So from a young age, I've always been considering a man, or not a man, but like the male perspective on my life. You feel me? And even before my father passed away, don't get it twisted, babe. Don't get it twisted, baby. Don't get it twisted. And that's another conversation for another day. But the third reason is, I, in this past season, like I told you guys, like I was learning myself, being intentional about growing. I moved out by myself, not gonna lie. I did that too fast, did that too hasty. I was mad at my mama, she made me mad. I said, okay girl, I'm already needing to make a move, and I guess I go and move. I needed to do that, which was a lesson learned. I needed to learn that lesson. It was time, but Lord, sometimes I just be regretting stuff. I just wish I would have, no, because I would have regretted staying home too. So it is what it is. But I went and I lived by myself for a year. Not even a year, baby, like 6 to 7 months, babe. I lived by myself. I am back at my mom's house, and the lease is not even up. You feel me? But that's besides the point. I lived by myself for that time, and living by myself for that time. Talk about the lease not even up. But living by myself for that time, I realized that like I be liking me, and like when I be getting into relationships, I be conforming. Hey, I'm being honest. Don't touch me. But I be conforming. Like I be like bending. I be molding a little bit. Like okay, like, and even with my boundaries, my standards, like stuff that I know is like non-negotiable. Even though I have recently learned the difference between boundaries and a rule, I be like twisting and turning for me, and I be ready to, you know, if you're the leader and you say it's one way, then I'm gonna follow you. We're in this thing together, kind of thing, you know. So much so that to my detriment, and it's like that for a lot of women. So like I'm not alone in this thing. I know that, but like I said, living by myself, only being worried about me and what I got going on, what's next for me, and I even tried to like bring a man in and woo woo, rekindle something, and then it was just like, girl, no, because this is your space. And the one thing I did love about that too, and it showed me too, and that's what ultimately living by myself what taught me, like boom, like I'm ride or die by myself. Even so much so when I did bring somebody in, I had boundaries so strict. Like why would you bring somebody over and you have these strict rules? Like you might as well have just stayed home. But no, we could just be here together in the same space. Like and I love that about myself. And even when like, you know, I was like, girl, you know stuff went too far. It was like, okay, you know stuff went too far, but it didn't go too far. So I love you, and I'm proud of you for that. So yeah, and like I have truly been enjoying like in time by myself, and honestly, like I might be that weird old lady in the future, just like chilling by myself, vibing by myself, like, you know, might have kids, might not, so that might affect the situation. I want to have some kids. We just gotta find a man first. But we don't want a man, so we're not so good about that right now. But yeah, I truly enjoy me, and like even now I'm getting to the point where like I'm asking God to really break yokes in my life and to really change things about myself, change things about me, and to like, yo, like Lord, this might be a family habit, it's not gonna be my habit though. So what's up with it? Like, are we changing this, or what's up with it, God? Because I want to change it. So even still, you say ask and you shall receive, seek and ye shall find. Well, I'm asking about something, and hands out in expectation. And so like Gideon, I'm testing God, but like not even like testing him. I'm just like, okay, like I am testing him, but it's not testing him, it's testing my faith in him, which definitely in the end is strengthening it. So yeah. So that I forgot what reason I'm on. I do enjoy my own company, and I like what, and men are irritating. Realistically, men be irritating. I truly, hey, y'all be getting on my nerves, babe. Like, truly, like, the way you think, like, and especially at your age, like, it's like, of course, like, we mentally mature at a young age, right? But it's like, why? Why do you even think like that? Like, why do you behave like that? Like, why do you, like, I can't even, I'm supposed to react like that. I can't even get there because you acted. It's not even fair. And it's upsetting me and my homegirl. Because why can't I get rah-rah, but you rah-rah first? It's not even fair. So yeah. Enjoy my company more. And then also, but then like me enjoying my company more, that's not to negate the fact that like, you know, I don't spend time with other people. But then it also does like I say, when I be getting in that relationship, a girl be conforming. I be getting lost up in the sauce. I be saying like, family who? Reunion where? You know, nobody told me about no reunion. Meanwhile, it's all up in the group chat. But me and my man been beefing for so long that I can't even get to the family group chat because I'm upset. I'm upset with you. The man. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the man. I'm upset with you. So I neglect everybody else. It gets like that with me. So that's why the next man I get with, he gotta be mine. Because it gets real wicked over here. I can only show up as your wife. And that's what that chick Angel said. Baby, I can only be your wife. I can be your girlfriend, but I'm really your wife. So it gets wicked. And I be holding you to standards, and nobody want to be holding a standard. So I gotta be somebody's wife to actually hold somebody accountable in these streets. Like what? Like anyways. On to the next point. I'm sorry, a little tangent there. I want to be the woman that God has called me to be ultimately. Like that is the biggest and most important thing, and I be getting distracted. Like I'm doing right now. I'm supposed to be down my hair. I'm looking at me, but me and you. I'm looking at us. But no, I be getting distracted. Like I be getting bad distracted, and I told myself like, so much so, and that's why I speak from the bottom of my feet. I was gonna say something else, but like I'm trying to change my life. But a cat, you feel me? The bottom of this, I'm getting the strength from there. That's why I feel so oomph about it. I want to be the person that God has called me to be. I told myself I'm not gonna find no man until my senior year. Until I graduate. I call myself thinking that, okay, I'm ready to start dating, right? I'm going to call myself out of this abstinence journey, and I'm going to call myself trying to find a man. Girl, you found a man, all right. And you found a lot of stuff with it, too. I'm talking about confusion. I'm talking about you now going to have to break yokes and covenants that you wouldn't have to break if you would have just minded your business, stayed lonely for that day, or just stayed on the phone with your granny instead of trying to find something to get into. You feel me? And then from that point on, the rest of the semester, boo-boo, and that be the issue, and a lot of that. I'm not, and that's the thing, and hopefully you're understanding that I be the problem, because I be the one trying to get myself into something, trying to figure something out, trying to wooty wobble. You feel me? It be me. It be me. So anyways. And you know what? The things that like I should be saying with the reasons are really cute. I'm not saying none of that. For my soul. I'm speaking for my soul, baby. I'm speaking for my soul. And my last reason, hopefully I can talk about this bad boy until I get that with my head. Lock in real quick. I ain't gonna lie, I'm just scary. I'm so scary. There are still so many things that I want to work out in myself. Like, I am so easily irritated, just as I am easily like happy, excited, pleased. I can get irritated just as fast, and it's dangerous because, okay, now my legs are falling asleep. I was trying to be cute for so long. Only beauty is pain. It runs in the family. When the women in my family get irritated, we get irritated, and it takes us a second to calm down, maybe a couple of days. me and my mama I just told my mama good morning. You feel me? Like it gets like that in my family. And at the end of the day, we can always calm down from it. But I don't want to get to a point where I just gotta calm down. I want that to be let me hurry up. I want it to be like the standard, like I'm already there. I'm already calm. And also with this independent journey that I was just on, like my leg is asleep. Like I said, I so loved being, my leg, the blood is flowing back. Ooh, the blood that gives me strength from day to day. But like I said, I'm just scared. I'm scared to get back in the streets. One, I'm scared to get my heart broken because I am a deep feeler. But also, it's a lot of things I have to unlearn, a lot of things, and I know for sure in myself it's taking me a second for me. It's getting on my nerves having to break these things. So why would I? But then also, like, I think that's why partnership is important. But I'm so goal oriented. And I'm so driven, and I just need somebody who can that can keep up with me and then push me at the same time, and then I can do that for them as well, like keep up with them and then push them. And I know that God has somebody for me, but that's why I can't have a man. And then also, like I said, I need a man when I'm gonna get a man after I graduate. When you see a diploma in my hand, that's when you see a man on my arm. You feel me? That's when you will see a man on my arm, is when you see a diploma in my hand. I ain't gonna lie to you. This may not turn out the way I want it to, but I ain't mad at it. A little experiment that went a little left. Not mad. Okay, but yeah, let's finish. Okay, you guys, so everything is all in. We are hopefully all saturated. Looks like I'm gonna look at this video to see what it actually looks like. But everything has been combed through. I ended up using both tubes just to evenly saturate. And okay guys, and we're back. As you can see, mercy, what is this? There wasn't much of a change, but compared to this back here, this black right here, my hair used to be more favorable to those blacks, and so yeah, my hair was more favorable to those blacks. But compared to this now, you see it is it's a lighter black. It has a hint of brown. I know for sure once I go out in the sunlight, it will have more of a hint of brown. But the key with this, and the reason why this is perfect for me, because one, if I went too drastic, that would have probably been the end of me. Two, this is also wet, so once it's dry, I'll be able to see it a little bit more, and it might be exactly what I want. Three, I didn't want to go drastic, and 10 literally did exactly what it needed to do. If I went 20-30, I would have gotten that very vibrant, but with 10, there is no bleach. There is no, it literally has just lifts your lifts, opens your cuticle, and deposits. So yeah, I'm just putting in products because I'm about to, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair. I know for tonight I'm gonna just put it in some bundles. Yeah, I'm gonna go band 2 tonight and rubber band them. No, band 2 is not gonna dry out my hair the way I need to. Classic throw would do exactly what I needed to do, but that's not going to, because need my scalp to be dry for the most part because I'm not trying to dry my scalp tomorrow. So oil, leave-in oil. I don't have any cream. I love this Paul Mitchell Skinny Serum. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the oil that we actually need. I need something a little heavier. But mercy, the way that it just allows me to just run my hands through my hair, I am being generous with it. But I am being generous because I'm basically so pressed in my hair tomorrow. So I want this to fully coat and dry with my hair.